having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to a little Freebie Friday action for you. Strike Up Your Podcast, Patreon exclusive. With your pals Alan and Rapid Dave, I'm Alan.
I'm RD, what up?
You know what, brother? I am just living the life, getting ready to knock back some hard Mountain Dew. Actually, got to go buy some more 12 packs of this for $7 a pop at Winco right now. But we're drinking Baja Blast Punch. Hard Mountain Dew, zero sugar. Let's freaking go. This is the one with the little Stingray action on there.
Oh, yeah.
Stingray is who took out Steve Irwin. Rest in peace. Stay hard, Steve.
Stay hard, Steve.
We're going to talk a little gaming, video games.
Well, you know, I love Mountain Dew and everything, but that's where, Mountain Dew was amazing back in the day, but then also they tied themselves to gaming. And it was like that, and Taco Bell's like, go to Taco Bell, get you a Mountain Dew, a Baja Blast, and a Taco Supreme.
It's the only place you could get Baja Blast. Now, and it used to, the last couple of years, it was during the summer you could get Baja Blast in 20 ounces or cans. They would sell it in stores, but it was only a limited time. But now it's just year round. Now they are getting a new Baja Blast flavor at Taco Bell here shortly. I think it's called like Midnight Blue or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, they do like Code Red and Midnight this and that and whatever.
Code Red. I mean, I legit have a Mountain Dew Code Red in my fridge right now. They've got a new flavor they've got a couple new flavors for the summer that are out. One's like a bomb pop flavor one, and then they have like a dragon fruit one, which I have not been able to find in the stores. Once I do, I'm definitely going to be getting it. Because I love getting different flavors of Mountain Dew. It's just something that I like doing during dry January, sober October. I will typically do Mountain Dew reviews on a weekly basis. Maybe I need to start getting back into those with you're getting new flavors all throughout the year, all for a limited time for that period. So maybe I just need to start throwing some Mountain Dew reviews back out there again.
Yeah, a lot of flavors, man. They are just taking just jumpers left, right, and center. But so with gaming, it's like that always kind of went hand in hand. It was always like an Xbox. I feel like it was more of an Xbox.
Call of Duty. It was always Call of Duty.
And it was great. But like nowadays, like I've gone away from Call of Duty. I played Call of Duty all the time up until about 5 years ago. Well, I take that back. I've been playing Fortnite longer than that. I think when I was introduced to it, it was like, maybe it's been 10 years. Maybe it's been close to 10 years. But anyways, yeah, it's just like, and even when we were talking about now, I was like, I might hop on for a little bit after we're done here. Why not for like a
I say I want to, but I know I haven't. I know the new download the update hasn't been downloaded on my, so I'm going to turn it on and I'm not going to be able to play. Right.
Yeah. I had two big updates, one for Rocket League and the other one for Fortnite. Rocket League yesterday, Fortnite today. And I was just like, Jesus, man. I was like, but I check mine regularly. It's just an update for the new season and stuff like that. So it's not like it's just kicking my ass.
I hadn't played in forever Fortnite. I used to play it all the time, especially during the pandemic. We'd be up almost every night during the pandemic playing it. We would play it every night, right? You used to stream it all the time. I streamed it for a little bit. And then I hadn't played for a few years, and then they just had for May, they had a whole Star Wars season, and they had a couple skin. They had one skin in particular that I really wanted. They had a Darth Jar Jar skin, and I was like, I'm playing because I want that. But they also had like a General Grievous skin, which I really wanted, and I was able to get that.
Nice.
I didn't get the Palpatine one. I didn't play enough to get the Palpatine, but I got a Poe Dameron, I got the Darth Jar Jar, and I got the Grievous skins.
I didn't get any. It hurts my heart. Even though I could have just sat there and played and did it and knocked it out. I did do some of the like little challenges of like watching the new like upcoming videos and stuff like that, and
Right.
test out weapons and whatnot. It's like, okay, this is kind of cool. But then it'd probably go a week or two by, and I was like, I'm not playing. I just play Rocket League.
Yeah.
You know,
Now I did hear this season that they just started here recently is going to be one of the longest seasons they've had. This is actually going to run through till November, from what I hear.
Jesus.
And then they're going to, after that, they're going to have a shorter season that is going to be Simpsons. And the son of a bitch, you're going to
You,
get me with the Simpsons.
you got me
Like,
in. You got me again.
I'm gonna get in. Now I want to play some now because I want to use my Grievous. I want to use my Darth Jar Jar. I
Yeah.
want to use those skins. I kind of got a love for it a little bit playing it that last season. The first part went really rough for me because I hadn't played in so long. But like the last like 2 or 3 weeks I was playing, I was right back in there, typically finishing in the top 10. I finished in the top two a few times, didn't win any, but came real close. Um, but I always enjoyed playing it. Um, it was always fun, especially during the pandemic. I mean, the pandemic was the big thing because that was just how we interacted with each other and with everybody, right?
Yeah.
Was playing video games or either we were streaming video games or we were doing stuff for Strikeout Beer and streaming that. They did just have, which I need to look when I do get it updated. They had for Father's Day this last weekend. You could get and I think they were all in the TikTok, not TikTok, in the shop.
Item shop.
Purchase the item shop. Peter Griffin, Bob from Bob's Burgers, and Hank Hill.
I think it'd be funny to have Hank Hill out there running and gunning, but I'm a Bob
Him and
Burger
Bob. Him
fan.
and Bob. Like, I would
Yeah.
love to have Bob because from what I remember from seeing from the pictures, him with his apron and stuff.
Of course. I mean, when have you ever seen Bob without his apron? Barely in the show, his apron's never off. It's very rare if it is. But yeah, I love the show and I love Bob. I don't know about Peter, obviously. You could have got
Kid's
him.
awesome.
You could have got him, I think, through a
Few
battle
times.
pass or whatever. But he's been out for a while. But I didn't know about the other two, and I was like, "Oh man, that's awesome." I didn't get a chance. I don't know who I got from Star Wars. The thing that kind of pisses me off with this is, you remember like again a couple years ago, they did like seasonal stuff, right? Summer came through, they flooded the map, or it was beaches and stuff like that. A lot of water, summertime vibes, stuff like that. They still have like snowy, areas and stuff like that where the first order's at, or
Oh,
whatever.
really? They do?
Yeah,
Okay.
they still
I
got
didn't know
that
that.
shit going.
Yeah.
And that was kind of cool. And I'll tell you what, when it got to holidays, fall time, and then Christmas, and everything's covered in snow, and
Yeah.
you're on this freaking, airplane with Christmas lights all around it, just smoking people out of the air. I mean, that was that dude, I love that. Airplanes, and especially with helicopters. I was Chopper Dave for a while. You know what I mean? And when I got on it, I would change my voice on my little voice controller or whatever, and it sounded like I was a pilot. Like, all right, everybody, we're gonna get, you know what I mean? And like like you're under attack or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fly a damn whatever those helicopters are. I don't even know.
Black Hawk.
Black Hawk, I was like, fly one of those, trying to get these guys, get in, and we gotta go,
Gotta go.
and I had a lot of fun, as you can see, the smile come right back,
Right.
a lot of great memories playing that, and I did like how that moved around, and now they're doing more, like you have Star Wars, which they always have Star Wars, they have
Always
Star
earned
Wars,
me.
whatever.
Like, and the whole time I'm playing that Star Wars season, I was rocking my Mando skin because I had a
Mhm.
Mando skin from a previous season years ago when they had him, and so I was running around as the Mando the entire time until I got Poe Dameron. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be Poe Dameron now, and then I got Grievous, and I was Grievous for a little bit, and then literally like the last game I played, I got my Darth Jar Jar skin, and I think I played like one game with it, but it was like I was getting ready to go on vacation the next day. And I was like, I'm going to be out of town for the next week. I'm not going to be able to play. I can't stop until I get my Darth Jar Jar. And so it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting there playing, and I finally get it. I'm like, yes. I was like, well, I got to play one with them at least. Right.
Right?
So played my one. And then I hadn't touched it since then. Been back from vacation for a couple weeks now, but just been busy since I got back. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna fire it up when we're done tonight. Well, I'm gonna
Turn it on.
Get the update going when
Yeah.
we're done tonight, and then I mean maybe play tonight, but more than likely tomorrow.
I think there was one time where they didn't have Star Wars update in there, and I went to the shop looking for it because I think I had one of my Stormtrooper helmets on, and it was one of my videos that I was like sitting there scrolling. Where's it? Where's it? Where's it? I was like, God damn it, whatever. But yeah, I just do TK Trooper. When the season starts and it's that time because I'm just a terrible shot, so I always do my TK Trooper. But yeah, I'm in. Listen, I'm in on The Simpsons. I'm in because they're gonna make them
Oh,
animated and look them just like they
yeah.
look. But I'm not in. I got my Trump hands going here. I'm not in if we don't get Smithers or Flanders. I gotta have Flanders, and I want a variation of Flanders where it's
The
buff
Jack,
Flanders.
yeah. But like,
Just mowing people down just like Oakley Dokley, or whatever. I mean, just drop that on them as you're smoking them.
give me a Bartman skin,
You gotta have
right?
Bart, and then maybe some variations, right? You're gonna have Bartman
You
and
have to have
whatnot.
Bartman,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, Homer, obviously.
I think he's gonna
I
have to have the Mr. Plow jacket or something, maybe,
Dude,
maybe,
that would be
maybe.
I would definitely, and they've got vehicles and stuff, like, they have, like, vehicle versions for Fortnite, and you
Mhm.
can get different vehicles, or maybe his glider is the Mr. Plow truck,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or maybe a dancing Homer. I watched that episode the other day when he was, he was the mascot for the minor league team.
Yeah,
I
you're gonna
wouldn't
have Marge out there with that vacuum, whacking them just like whatever, and then Lisa with her
the arcade game,
saxophone.
right? I'm down with a Maggie skin.
Mhm.
Like,
I don't know
give
how
me
they're gonna
something.
pull it off
You're
because
probably not going to because she's
yeah,
smaller, right?
it's just too little. And Bart's gonna look weird being the same size as that because they have to do the same hitbox, right? They can't make him obviously smaller or anything like that, so they're gonna have to they might have to make an adult Bart or something like that, where he's got the earring and whatever.
There's been episodes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I definitely need a Bartman, like,
That'd be
uh,
awesome. Maybe
you
the
gotta have
song. Maybe they'll bring this song in
dude.
because they
As
bring
soon as
I
I say
mean,
Bartman, that's all I'm singing in my head is,
yeah.
"Do the
I
Bartman."
mean, they did that when I bought Jason, um, was it Jason? No, 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 it wasn't Jason. It's, Michael Myers. I bought Michael Myers a couple years ago, and I was able and they put out the song for Friday 13th. I go, "Done." That was the quickest money that ever left my wallet, and I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
"I'm in." And that's still saved in there, so I have, like, relaxed fit, whatever,
Jonesy,
Jonesy playing the damn, the piano and hitting it with the thing or whatever, but yeah,
which that's essentially dad bod Thor, right? The
that's it.
relaxing
Yeah,
Jonesy is it's the
yeah,
same, but he's awesome.
yeah. I miss those
I
days.
still have my Sasquatch that I'll run around with,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? I'll run around with that. I have all my Marvel skins that I was all in on the Marvel stuff. There was
That was a fun time. It was
there
hectic.
was there was definitely a night where I had a few too many beers and bought a whole Marvel pack that came with, like, Cable and Domino and someone else. I spent, like, $40 on the freaking skins one night, but I was just like, "I want them all."
That's how they get you, man, and they just
As
and
I'm
we talked
doing
about
this.
this. We talked about this during the live stream, I believe, and it was talking about nostalgia and things like that, and it's like they just prey on they're not the kids, they don't have the money. They get it from the parents, right? But it's like when they start introducing, they realize parents are paying for it. They're like, and the parents are like, oh my god, they're putting out all this crap from the 80s and 90s, and parents like, yeah, I want that for myself, actually.
You threw Darth Jar out there, and you got me to play the game for the first time in, like, 2 years,
Yeah,
right?
they say
'Cause
like a million people fell off of it, like from the last quarter or something like that. They just don't play no more, and I get it. I mean, people are out doing things. It's summertime and springtime, summertime, but it's also nothing. I find it kind of boring. Like I do it just to have fun, but the cars are all the same, stuff like that, getting around. And of course, my car now transforms into my Rocket League car.
okay,
If I hop in the G Wagon, it doesn't change. But if I hop in my one of the little roadsters or something like that, then it transforms into my Stormtrooper Rocket League car.
okay.
So, but
Cool.
there's some fun to have, and obviously you play with your friends and just there and goof around. But they haven't changed enough. They haven't. I just feel like they haven't done enough, and they're kind of screwing around. Like right now, like I said, they should have just flood the damn map. They should do seasonal shit. Go back to doing that kind of stuff. I understand they're trying to get celebrities in and whatnot. They have, like there's Sabrina Carpenter skins and whatnot in there. Right now it's DC. You have Superman, things like
Superman
that.
coming out next month. Yeah.
Yep, yep. So
They did have when I fired up the last season for Star Wars, they had some Ninja Turtle skins that I really wanted to get, but like I hadn't played in years, so I was just like, I just can't. I can't pay for them right now. But they had a real cool Bebop and Rocksteady skin, and I'm like, I mean, we talked about it during the live show tonight about nostalgia and about how they re-released all the action figures, and they're all hanging up on the wall over here. They're all in the packages. I bought them all the remakes, re-releases of them. They're all hanging up over there on the wall right now because I you got me,
yeah,
got me. I'm a sucker. I'm a
yeah.
sucker. Um,
It's tough, and it is tough to say no, and it's tough to, I don't know why, but we just want them. We want to display them. We want to see them, and it's holding on to our youth and things like that when it was a simpler time.
Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit ActiveDay.com to apply.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
And we're just that generation that we had a lot of cool shit back then, and like video games, that's where it was created when we were young. So we were a part of that whole thing. We were there when video games came out. We were there when cell phones came out, all that kind of shit. So it's like, there's something to it, and and we want them. We want, we threw all our shit away. Some people kept it in the original packaging and whatnot, and they've done good for themselves. But the rest of us, we were ripping that shit open as soon as we got it.
but I mean, yeah, but even if I had just kept them,
Just hold on to them, yeah.
they would be one, they'd be worth a shit ton of money. Two, I probably would just hold on to it because I
Yeah.
think it's cool. Because here I am buying the re-releases of it and stuff like that. Like, if I find that stuff at garage sales, I'll buy it real cheap and have it and put it on display. And I don't know. I mean, hell, I still like right now. Like if I see like Darkwing Duck stuff, I buy it because I love Darkwing Duck as a kid. It was something that when the youngest one got a little bit older and they released and Disney Plus came out, we were watching Darkwing Duck on Disney Plus when it first came out. Me and her. I've got I can reach literally right here, and I got this little Darkwing Duck little figure you got out of like a cereal box that I found at a garage sale that I bought.
Yeah.
I've got the Darkwing Duck Funko Pops. I just got a new mini fridge. I talked about it, and one of the first stickers I put on is a Darkwing Duck sticker that I had bought. That when I saw it on like either eBay or Amazon, it might have been Amazon Prime, and I was just trying to get like a certain dollar amount to get free shipping, and so I bought it with nothing to do with it, and now I got this fridge. I'm like, oh, you're going on the fridge,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
But yeah, you
That's
get me.
how it is. Yeah, absolutely. And they get us. They know how to get it. They know how to get the money out of the wallets first. But you know what? This has been such a good little conversation. This will be available. We're gonna actually release this on our audio platforms as well. So Apple, Spotify, things like this. We're kind of gonna go back to some of these late night chats. Hopefully, we're not too tore up, but it's stuff we're still passionate about. And it was one of those things. It was like, yeah, let's talk about. We're gonna have a Mountain Dew. It was a Baja Blast, not a Code Red, and we're gonna talk about gaming. So. But yeah, I mean, are you playing anything right now?
So I had went back again. We're talking nostalgia.
Mhm.
They did a re-release, a remake of Final Fantasy VII
Okay.
for the PS. What do I have? I have
4?
PS3,
You got
4. I have
3? You got
PS4.
a
I
4.
have PS4. I have PS4.
Yeah.
And they did that, and I found it brand new at one of the antique malls I'm in. for like $15, and I was like, I'm buying this. Um, and it's nothing like the original.
Yeah.
And the graphics are cool. They redid all that. I wish they would have kept the gameplay style of it. Where if you're familiar with Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII was it's one of the games I spent the most amount of time ever playing in my entire life.
Hmm.
Uh, had it for the original PlayStation. Absolutely loved it. Uh, Played it over 100 and something hours to beat or whatever it was, and I did that a couple times. Um, Absolutely love that game. And then I saw the remake of it. I was like, let's get this. And then I'm playing it, and I'm just like, it's not.
It's not the
I,
same.
I I wanted the same gameplay style. Give me the updated graphics, or you know what? You have the ability to. Do you just want to play the original? Right? They have that ability. They
Just
didn't do
reproduce it.
it.
You know.
So
Yeah.
I've played that a little bit, but I've kind of abandoned it because I'm just like, it's just not the same. So it's just been Fortnite. Like
Okay. Sporadically, whenever you
that's
can
that's,
upload it.
that's it. Whenever I get a chance to. There are some games that I would like to sit down and play, like, but I just don't have a ton of time to play games. So when I get a chance to, I will, but it's not often.
Okay. All
So
right. Cool.
what about you?
I mean,
Anything other than Rocket League and Fortnite?
it's Rocket League every day. I play Rocket League almost daily, unless something's gone wrong and I'm stuck in bed where my brain doesn't work. But Rocket League almost every single day. And then I've forced myself to go back to Fortnite just for a couple times. I'll tell you one game that the boys, myself and Lizzie, have talked about lately is getting the band back together.
I've sent you several.
I know. I
Marketplace.
almost sent him up to Allen that day to pick up that Beatles one. I go, "There's a Beatles one up there if you want it." And he's like, "Oh yeah, whatever." So Tyler's always looking. He's going to be the guy that goes and gets it unless it's here locally. For me, like within 20, 30 minutes. But we are off tomorrow, so I think it's one of those things where we're going to start. They, it's funny. So it was like Mother's Day, and so everybody's got to go around and see everybody, and they got their own, not only their own mothers, but their wives, girlfriends, stuff like that. So they're doing that whole thing, in laws, all that kind of shit. Tyler and Austin are like, no, 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 we're coming over. So is that what we're doing? It's like, yeah, come on over. It's like we'll hang out. We'll hang out for a while. We'll order some food, and then it always goes back to like Guitar Hero or something like that. They love playing Guitar Hero. Actually, more Rock Band because Austin used to sing. Tyler would play, guitar. Lizzie would play the other guitar, and I'd be on the drums. And so we were called the Whack Jobs, and Junior played as well. And so it was like just one of those things where they were like every time they're over, like, yeah, let's do it. But we had a guitar. I have a Guitar Hero for the PS4. It kind of sucks. It's not as good as the other one. It's not good for the Wii. I have like 5 different, if not maybe 7 or 8 different games for the Wii. But I got rid of all that shit. I was like, well, I'm not keeping all this crap. I bet you I have like 2 guitars that are disassembled. Like, cause you can take they split it in half for moving purposes and things like that. It's like, I bet you I got some of those things there. I pretty much just need a couple guitars and a dongle or a dongle. I'm not going to play the drums. That's too damn loud. A bunch of slapping going on, all that kind of shit. So, but that was the most recent game that was like in Wii Sports. So I always got to beat these kids
Oh,
up a little bit on bowling, and they're like, "Oh, you want to play golf?" I go, "I'll beat your ass at golf too. I don't give a shit."
we got a Switch for Christmas this last year,
Yeah,
and the game we played the most is the Wii Sports for
I
it.
didn't even know that was on there.
Yeah, yeah, they have a sports for it, and it's it's usually bowling. Like that's the one we play the most of. Um, Me and the youngest one, we've done a little bit of some of the other ones. We've done a little baseball, a little tennis, a little basketball, but we always come back to it. It's just bowling.
Bowling's
It's
awesome.
bowling,
Especially on
and then of course Mario Kart. Like we'll spend a lot of time playing like Mario Kart, but we'll spend more time doing the Wii bowling. It's just I don't. It's just something about it. It's just a lot of fun. I absolutely love it. Yeah. I don't
nice.
know, man.
Well, there you go. There's our gaming talk with a little Hard Mountain Dew Baja Blast Punch. zero sugar on top of that. This is part of the Baja Blast variety pack that they have. You actually can't get this by itself. You have to buy it on the variety pack.
Yeah.
There's two of them. Which one, Alan? There's a Baja Blast and there's a Baja Blast something else.
Well, there's a regular one and there's the Baja Blast
Okay.
of the Mountain Dews. And the Baja Blast has the Baja Blast and 3 other Baja Blast flavors. The regular one
Mango
has,
punch.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have the regular Mountain Dew that has the Mountain Dew, the live wire, and a couple other flavors.
Yeah.
You used to be able to get the Baja Blast in both, but they've taken the Baja Blast out of the regular one and they put something else in there. But yeah, if you live close to a Winco, you can get a 12-pack of the hard Mountain Dew for $7 right now. So go and get you some.
It's,
they also
it's
have
not bad for for a malt beverage. You know what I mean? It's actually pretty good, and it's 5% alcohol by volume.
Yeah.
But yeah, zero sugar. That's one of the things that's a selling point to me. But I really enjoy it. I mean, when you bought it that day, and we've gone through we've gone through 2 of them, and it's good stuff. I like it. It's just a different spin. After you drink, like say, craft beers and things like that, you're looking for something that, it just it give you a little Coke feel, I guess, or you call it soda or whatever, but I do Coke.
Pop.
Oh, you're a pop guy. That's right.
Yeah, pop guy.
So
Big pop guy. Big pop.
but yeah, if you're watching this on the Freebie Friday, or you listen to this on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, whatever, yeah, this is a part of the free action. We're gonna put this out there for everybody this week, but you can also join the Patreon for as low as $3 a month. Buy your pals a beer, and you do get more and a little bit more explicit. But yeah,
you could hear us debate Kentucky man versus Florida man.
You can actually, yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. And we don't wear pants during that one either.
Yeah.
So you're welcome. But thank you guys for being part of the Patreon. Just listen to the audio wherever you listen to anywhere you get your podcast. Bullhorn, Deezer, you name it, we're there. We appreciate you guys. We love you. As always, I'm Alan.
I'm RD.
Talk to you later. Deuces.
Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.